Hello there, this is Heirs to the Kingdom channel, and in today's lesson we are starting the book of Zechariah. I'm going to be doing chapters 1 and 2. If you are new to this is a Bible study channel. I'm going through the King James Bible in order. I'm not skipping anything, that's what God commands. And some people ask me, why do I stay with the King James? It's because all the other versions of Bibles I've read, they've changed the lessons thereof. Some of them don't even make any sense. I've even read some of them in my lessons here, so if you want to find out about those, go ahead and go to my channel and start with Genesis chapter 1 and get caught up. Because I'm pretty sure you're going to hear things and read things in the Bible that you've never heard from other people before. It's there's a lot of watered down Christian systems out there today that don't teach all of the Word. And I'm trying to undo that by sharing what the Bible truly says and reading it aloud while following along. So, sorry for it still being a little late. I have puppies all around me. Somebody started setting off more fireworks shortly after sundown. And I was just finished feeding them and myself, and lo and behold, the fireworks started going off. So yeah, they started shivering. They was all scared, and so it took me a little bit, to get things, quieted down. Right now, the dogs only hear me speak, so if the fireworks start back off again, they may start making noise or doing anything, and I may have to pause everything until that goes away. But, it's been a little quiet, so let's pray it stays that way. I don't mind celebrating, 4th of July or any other type of event, but I do believe that, fireworks should not be loud, especially when people know that it frightens animals. At least, do it during the daytime, and that way people get some peace at night. But, firecrackers are loud. I don't think fireworks should have to be loud. Kind of wish they would find a way to do it, where you had the visual effects without the noise. There we go. Let's take the get rid of the NFA part of the suppressors and put it on fireworks. How about that? Let's figure out a way to do that one. Don't know if that'll work or not, but yeah. Let's see what we can do about that. Anyways, as I said, I got chapters 1 and 2. Going to be, I think, 21 and 13 are the verses. And so let's go ahead and get started here. So, quick little, darn it, the word slipped my mind. I was going to say, but anyways, keynotes of Zechariah. Of course, we know Zechariah. Well, I'm going to say some people don't know. It does talk about prophecies of the Messiah in here. Main things like faithfulness from the Lord. God's blessings upon restoring things back to how they should be. Of course, most of all the Bible's about God's judgment and forgiveness and mercy. And about how, serving Him renews life. Of course, we already went over in Haggai about the importance of rebuilding the temple, giving a place for God to dwell amongst the people. And also, you got parts in here that always God talks about the importance of just judges and proper rulers. Because a wrong ruler will destroy a nation, and a right ruler will uplift a nation. So that's some of the highlights. I guess that's the word I was trying to think of, and I just come to my head. This dyslexia, it's fun. You forget simple words and then they just show up all of a sudden. But yeah, that's the highlights of what we're looking at in the 14 chapters of Zechariah. So let's go ahead and get started here. I said we got, what did I say, 34 verses total. Pretty straightforward reading tonight. I want the lesson to be a little, I ain't going to say a little short. I just want to go ahead and, I don't want it to take too long because I still got my animals to deal with and worrying about any more firecrackers and everything else before it hits midnight. I think that's when most people realize it's quiet hours around here. I think it's supposed to be 11, but, I don't know. I never really looked up for this area of Tennessee what quiet hours are. I know in some areas it's 10 o'clock at night. Or 9. I might look that up one day. Anyways, it's kind of irrelevant. I never really have a problem until these celebration times where they use fireworks and firecrackers a lot. They are legal here, which I don't mind. Just as long as they're done at appropriate times, that would be nice. But anyways, let's go ahead. Chapter 1, verse 1 of Zechariah. In the 8th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of the Lord unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, The Lord hath been sore displeased with your fathers. That's an understatement. Cast them into slavery for 70 years, but they earned it. Verse 3. Therefore say thou unto them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Turn ye unto me, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will turn unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. Well, what does that say? How do we know this in today's time? Repent, turn from your wicked ways, turn back to the Lord, and the Lord will turn back to you. He will hear your prayers and heal your lands. Now, let's continue on here, verse 4. Be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets have cried, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Turn ye now from your evil ways and from your evil doings, but they did not hear nor hearken unto me, saith the Lord. Your fathers where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever? But my words and my statutes, which I commanded my servants, the prophets, did they not take hold of your fathers? And they returned and said, Like as the Lord of hosts, like as the Lord of hosts thought to do unto us, according to our ways and according to our doings, so hath he dealt with us. Upon the 24th day of the 11th month, which is the month Sebat, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of the Lord unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, I saw by night, and behold, a man riding upon a red horse, and he stood among the myrtle trees that were in the bottom, and behind him were their red horses, speckled and white. Then said I, O my Lord, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will show thee what these be. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, These are they whom the Lord has sent to walk to and fro through the earth. And they answered the angel of the Lord that stood among the myrtle trees and said, We have walked to and fro through the earth, and behold, all the earth sitteth still and is at rest. Now remember in Job that Satan walked to and fro the earth, through the earth, and was able to also still go to heaven, and God could speak to him. Or at least go to I don't know about heaven, but go to the presence of the Lord and be spoken to. So I don't know the rules of all the angels. I'm pretty sure there's not all things have the same ability. I can say abilities. Darn word didn't slip my mouth again. I have it in my head, but I can't remember what it was. I guess it would say authorities or something of that nature, to where what they can and can't do. And so God does limit some of his angels of that. So some stay with God up, and some get to come down and go around and report to the Lord. These are the ones that get to report. Get to see what's going on and tell God everything. Let's continue on, verse 12. Then the angel of the Lord answered and said, O Lord of hosts, how long wilt thou not have mercy on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, against which thou hast had indignation these 70 years? Which of course is 70 years. 70 is 60. 1 is 20, so 3 of that is 60. And then 10 years added to it. If you don't remember that, or if you're new to this, it's like that's what the 3 is 3 times 20. Let's continue on, verse 13. And the Lord answered the angel that talked with me with good words and comfortable words. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Therefore thus saith the Lord, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies. My house shall be built in it, saith the Lord of hosts. And a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. Cry yet, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, My cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. Then lifted I up mine eyes, and saw, and behold, 4 horns. And I said unto the angel that talked with me, What be these? And he answered me, These are the horns which have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem. And the Lord showed me 4 carpenters. Then said I, What come these to do? And he spake, saying, These are the horns which have scattered Judah, so that no man did lift up his head. But these are come to fray them, to cast out the horns of the Gentiles, which lifted up their horn over the land of Judah, to scatter it. Chapter 2. I lifted up mine eyes again, and looked, and behold, a man with a measuring line in his hand. Then said I, Whither goest thou? And he said unto me, To measure Jerusalem, to see what is the breadth thereof, and what is the length thereof. And behold, the angel that talked with me went forth, and another angel went out to meet him, and said unto him, Run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls, for the multitude of men and cattle therein. For I, saith the Lord, will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her. So, of course, from this, God's going to be a protector of Jerusalem to the point they won't need walls to keep out the wicked, because God's going to do it himself. Or keep out the heathens, which is also considered wicked. And, you get the idea of that. We already talked about that before, about this. All the cities had walls. That way they have protection because the times were so brutal. Let's continue on here, verse 6. Ho, ho, come forth, and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the 4 winds of the heaven, saith the Lord. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, After the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants. And ye shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, for lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith the Lord. And many nations shall be joined to the Lord in that day, and shall be my people, and I will dwell in the midst of thee. And thou shalt know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me unto thee. And the Lord shall inherit Judah his portion in the Holy Land, and shall choose Jerusalem again. Be silent, O all flesh, before the Lord, for he is raised up out of his holy habitation. So we got a little speech of some end times there too, talking about the getting Judah being his portion in the Holy Land. I guess that's why they always call Jerusalem and stuff the Holy Land, or they had the the Crusades and stuff that was going on, battle for the Holy Lands. But it's also speaking of the end times, of that area will be, where God is going to dwell. Mount Zion, we already know, is going to be renamed Beulah. When the city comes down, it's no longer going to be Mount Zion. It's going to be called Beulah. But, yeah, that's the end of this lesson. And I'm still hearing a couple more fireworks going off. Luckily, my dogs are kind of snoozing and snoring a little bit behind me and around me. They don't hear it. It ain't, and hopefully me talking is distorting that some. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this lesson here. I know it's a little early, but as I said, with the fireworks and stuff going off, I need to get some music and stuff going so my dogs don't start trembling. It takes them quite a while to calm back down from this. Plus the new boy, Stitch, he's traumatized enough. He's just now starting to go outside on his own and stay out there and not be this scared, and don't need this, putting me backwards and trying to get him to be okay outside again. But anyways, remember to pray. Pray for everything. Pray for yourself. Pray for others. Pray for the lost. Pray for the found. With everything, give grace and glory to the Lord, and always pray. I'm going to end this lesson here. So until next time, God bless. Good night. Hope everyone had a great 4th, and goodbye.